If a guy wants to split the bill with you, it's just like the biggest ick.
Nowadays, guys really think they know how we should react as women. I open the door and no pants on. So quickly, I close the door a little bit. It's a party. There is random people that I have never met before in my life. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tall Blonde. Hello everybody and welcome back to Tall Blonde. This is Girl Chats today. This is none other than a blonde girl chats, and I would have it no other way. I'm a little hungover today. You might hear it in my voice. That is totally fine. But Amy, get the frick over here. Okay. So you've obviously seen Amy before in numerous podcasts, and you will be seeing her again. But I don't know how many of you is actually looking at this podcast, but we are wearing a pajama set from Asta. Yeah. So if you can see us, you're going to probably want it. So you can find that at what's the Instagram?
AstaSleepwear.com.
Perfect. All right. Now, how are you? How are we?
I'm good. I'm feeling a little brain fog today.
Same.
But I'm going to do my best.
It took me 3 times to do this intro, and it's never taken me 3 times to do this intro.
Yeah. You're a one-take wonder.
One-take wonder. And this is a one take, but my editors probably are going to kill me for this one, but it's totally fine.
It's going to be candid. It's going to be great.
It's going to be candid. It's going to be great. We are on day 3 of drinking, which is totally fine. I did have a little... okay, we need to talk about this because when you're single, you go out more, right?
Naturally.
Naturally. And we need to learn how to not feel guilty about it.
I don't feel guilty. I love it.
Okay. I'm so proud of you. And I think that is amazing that you feel no guilt. Why do I?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because I made
anxiety.
nachos at 2 a.m. last night. Full on nachos.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened on a regular night.
Actually, it might have.
Probably.
Maybe. I was mixing up. I was shredding the Parmesan. Okay.
No, you've never seen nachos like that in your life.
I've never used the stove in my life. And I used it yesterday at 2 a.m. Oven. I keep calling it the stove. What the hell? Why do I keep calling it the stove?
I don't know. What's the difference anyways?
I don't know. Okay. Let's catch up though, because it's been a little while. I don't know when our last podcast was.
A while ago, a couple weeks.
Yeah, we haven't even watched it, so we don't even know what you guys are going to be seeing.
Yeah.
But we normally take these at night, and it's kind of nice that we are doing it during the day. Like this morning, oh my God. You know when you're so hungover and you're in a rush? Honestly, it's probably better that we had to do this while hungover because I can't even speak. That's how it is.
That's how I feel too. I'm nonverbal today. It's not happening.
We were doing her makeup and I felt like it was like I was on a game show and it was like for time. I was doing 2 things at once. I was opening the foundation as I was blending in the primer, and I sprayed my face so many times with your setting spray. I think you're out.
I was like, whoa, that was full coming into this. I think it's empty now.
You're like, I wish I did. Also, can we talk about one more thing? Hairspray is so cheap and it comes in such a large bottle that you can buy. And makeup products like foundation and setting spray are in this tiny little thing, and you need it every single day. No one wants to have to use hairspray. Okay, no one wants to.
No,
it's not a good feeling. It's a crunch, and we don't want that crunch.
We don't want the crunch.
It's like your last resort is hairspray. My first resort is primer. Why does the hairspray have those massive? They offer liter bottles.
I think they know you value the setting spray more, so they're playing hard to get.
So it's a marketing tactic.
It must be.
So it's like, bitch, we know. You're going to need this.
We know you'll be back for more in 3 weeks.
Me? Week.
Especially at the rate you're going at.
Me a week. Are you seeing anyone? Sorry, I just jumped in.
Yeah, let's dive right in. I am seeing people. That sounds bad.
Explain what seeing people means.
I'm talking to a few people, not closed off to anyone, but keeping my options open.
I think that's the best way to be.
Yeah.
No obligations to anyone, even though some people probably think nowadays guys really think they know how we should react as women. Like, I feel like dependent on the guy, because I am also not seeing a particular someone.
Yeah, there's no exclusivity happening.
No exclusivity in this household. If you are exclusive with someone, you probably shouldn't hang.
Yeah.
You can't hang, but that's fine.
We'll stop you at the door if you're exclusive.
We've done it before. One time, we were intercepted. I had no pants on, just a big t-shirt. You had like pajamas on.
I have no idea where you're going with this.
Well, get ready, buckle up. And we were sitting down after a night out, and we were just having our Uber Eats.
As we do.
Every single time we go out. See, that's why I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Like, I need to, if you know how to stop eating other than taking Ozempic, stop eating after a night out, please share. Because I've gone all my life doing this, and it's an issue. And we were sitting down on the floor, watching probably a movie or a show, and we get a knock on the door.
Okay, now I know.
And I was so excited. It's Uber Eats, right? Like that, as you would think. No. It's a party. There is random people that I have never met before in my life.
And we did not invite. Like, we could have not expected this coming.
There's no way we invited them. I walked home by myself because you left me.
I left early.
You did leave
You were on a
early.
mission. You wanted to stay. I was like, love you, but gotta go.
You're like, I know you'll be back.
Yeah. See you soon.
But yeah, so I opened the door and no pants on. So quickly, I close the door a little bit, because I'm like, well,
That's not the Uber driver.
listen, you look very different, and why is there 20 of you? So they came in. They proceeded to come in, and I was like, wait, what? And you were like, no. You have this thing where you go, no.
No.
You do. And I don't know if you say it in a record-breaking time.
Yeah. It just comes out.
Like the no. I can't. It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Apparently I've said no a lot of times.
And it's so funny. And you were like, I think we obviously kicked them out, but that was after us like...
No, we were drunk. We were trying to eat. We were watching a show on the floor because we love the floor after the bar.
I still have no pants on. Okay? Still. Yeah. And these randoms, we knew one person in the group.
No, but we were like, how did you even get up? Like, who let you in?
Yeah, true. No, I think I didn't. Oh, no, I think I did because I thought it was the Uber.
Oh.
So that's on me. But I was waiting for the Uber.
No, they caught us by surprise.
They caught us red-handed. I'm like, oh, and it's not you.
You're like, wait, that's not faux.
No. Okay, I have been thinking of something this week, and we have tried to not talk about things so that we can talk about them today. So I know you probably have things that... Did you even have your phone?
Yep.
And that you've written down? Because I
have a few, but I don't know if they're going to fit into this conversation.
Listen, I have a scroll.
Okay.
But I was thinking, because I was in bed, just laying there, and when we're not right beside each other, I have things to tell you.
No, we're Snapchatting. Like, we could be in our own rooms, and we are Snapchatting each other. We're texting. Sometimes you FaceTime me from your room, and I'm like, I'm 2 steps away. Like, you know where to find me.
No, literally. And then, like... Sometimes she closes her door and I'm like, oh, fine, like whatever. And all you hear is knock, knock. Can I come in? And you're like, if you must.
But Sarah has this thing where she'll say, can I just say one thing? Yeah. And then she proceeds to give you her entire life story, which we love. Like, I'm like, please, I want to hear it all. But it's funny that you preface, can I just say one thing?
Just one thing. I just need to say one more thing. And with alcohol, it does resurface quite a few more times.
Yeah, there's a lot to say when alcohol is involved.
Absolutely. And I have you know where that is from?
Where?
It's me asking if I can say it because I've learned in life coaching, which is a real thing. Life coaching is a real thing.
It's a career.
You have...
anybody that's doubting it, it is a career.
Don't you dare doubt it because we're going to have mad beef after that. But I am having a session with Amy tomorrow, which she has no idea yet. But
Let's
she
do it.
has her first session tomorrow, so she can recap you on how that went. But sorry. Mind thing.
Where'd you just go? We lost you for a second. Physically, you were here.
I left the vicinity. But I'm back. Circling back. I've learned to say, can I say one more thing? Because I know sometimes people don't want to hear it.
Has anyone ever said no?
Yes. Numerous times. It is normally people that, like, people try to make the joke of, no, like, and like say it like that, like as a joke. Mm-hmm. But I'm like,
you're like, well, I'm going to say it anyways.
I'm like, listen, take a seat and buckle up. Enjoy the ride, because it's a crazy one. You never know where this is going.
Yeah.
But that's why I say circling back. I mean,
I'm like, yeah, okay. Let's go with that. I've never heard you say circling back before.
Why is anything we do totally fine? Like, you could literally go do something so whack. I'm like, yes.
You're like, and I'm standing behind you.
You could walk outside with like a garbage bag on. And I'm like, I will go get my garbage bag.
First of all, I hope you would not let me leave the house in a garbage bag.
I would never.
But it's funny because sometimes after like a crazy night out, you will come to me the next day and be like, did I do anything stupid last night? And I'm like, no, you would never do anything stupid. And
Wait,
you're like, okay, thank God.
Are you trying to tell me that you say that as a lie?
No, it's true. I genuinely think that you didn't do anything stupid.
Me too.
Yeah. You could have done the stupidest thing. And I'm like, no, she was right for that.
Like, you had reasons.
I'm like, I understand her, and that was valid.
I love to say, your feelings are so valid. So for me to make a TikTok coming from emotion is so fine.
Yeah.
Like, it came from somewhere inside me, and I needed to let the world know. And that's everyone. I can defend myself all day, but this person right here will defend it to death.
Yeah. I'll figure out a reason for everything you do, even if there isn't one.
And it's not even like you're like, I have to get back to you. You're like, no. That was totally valid. They deserved it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going on this tangent because I was going to say, when I was in my room the other day thinking about something.
Yeah. Circling back.
I was thinking of things that are made by men for men. Because there are some things in this world that a woman just couldn't have done because it just doesn't make sense. Apartments.
Like,
you're telling me that, like, the people that designed the bathroom or designed the kitchen didn't understand, like, was coming from a female's perspective and being like, the lighting just isn't gonna hit. Or like, this fixture or like this drawer just doesn't give enough room for her to put her makeup and her hair products and her tampons and her extra towels and her extra toilet paper and her extra face pads
and hair tools
and self-tan,
shampoo and conditioner.
Like, there's just no way.
No. We need like a full storage unit in every bathroom.
Yes.
Because
like
the
a secret door.
Yeah.
Like one of those like small doors. You know?
I'm picturing now if we were to have like designed this apartment, like how different it would be.
I would put straight up, you need a sliding tray that goes out that has shelves. So you can have your face cleansers and things on one top shelf, hair tools on the second, whatever, and it just slides out. And then you have another slide out that comes out with tampons, toilet paper. If you use something else down there, it can be on that shelf.
What else would you use?
Sometimes I've seen people have like baby wipes.
Oh, okay. That's okay. At least they're cleanly. But
yeah.
I don't know what you
but
would need that.
But it makes you think.
Yeah. It's like,
let's just have a shower.
About.
Yeah. Not even a
Put
bath.
the baby wipes down.
Yeah, the baby wipes down.
Just
and
hop in the shower.
Get your sponge. What's the sponge?
Loofah.
Loofah. Get your loof.
Get your loofah.
Okay, carrying on. I would also have the sliding door right beside the shower. Available that you can quickly reach out if you're in it.
Oh.
That you can slide it back and be like, you know what, today I'm going to exfoliate.
No, the amount of times you're in the shower and you're like, oh, I need this other thing. Like, I didn't even think about that. But where is my exfoliator, razor? There's so many things you need in the shower.
Are you more vulnerable stepping out of the shower soaking wet? Or are you more vulnerable
doing up my winter coat?
Tell that story, please.
I don't even know where to start with this story. This was another like hungover Friday. We were like brain fogged to the max, and we see this group of people outside of this restaurant, elders, and they're all like hunched over, zipping up their winter coats. And Sarah is just dying laughing, and I'm like, what's so funny? And she's like, look how vulnerable they are doing up their winter coats. They can fully hear her, like they're right there.
Was that mean? Maybe a little bit. I didn't mean it as mean. I just was thinking in my head, like, oh my goodness, like the contraption that the shape you put your body into.
The posture
that you have trying to get the end of your jacket into that little pocket. That thing that just...
The zipper?
The zipper. The pocket. And imagine yourself doing that, right? Maybe over-exaggerated a little bit. Compare that. So you have that visually.
It's in my mind.
Okay. Compare that to you're soaking wet. You haven't even conditioned yet. You just shampooed. And you're like, oh my goodness, I need to purple shampoo. And the purple shampoo isn't in your shower.
Yeah.
It's actually, you just bought a new one and it's in your bedroom. It's not.
So I have to like run around like a little naked rat and grab my purple shampoo. Yeah, I hope no one ever sees me in that state. That's for me and me only. Like, I don't even want you to see me like that.
I don't even want to see you in that state.
With like my shampoo mohawk, I'm like,
running.
Look away.
Would you let your husband, if you ever had one? Hopefully you have one.
I will have one.
Yeah, when you have one?
I mean, if I want one.
If you want one.
But I would not want him to see me like that. Like, some things you just don't need your partner to see.
Like what?
You know? Like me with like no, I was going to say no self-tanner on, but like inevitably they're going to see that.
Me with no extensions in.
Yeah. No, that is so real.
If I don't have extensions in, my hair is in a slick back.
Yeah.
Tight. And you have no idea what's in that bun. Is there a lot of hair? Is there any hair? Is there a bald spot? You don't know.
No, they should like wheel you into a back room at the hairdressers, like fold the blinds down and be like, okay, we're about to take the extensions out.
It's time. Close your eyes.
No one
they should put you to sleep. They should. They should. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I would sign off. Emergency contact, Amy.
They wheel you out. You have fresh extensions, but you're incoherent.
You're on laughing gas. Think of it as someone has to pick you up, but it can't be your mom because they're going to be so disappointed in you.
I'd be like taking pictures of you, like, look how good she looks.
No, they're out.
Yeah, you're out, but your hair is in.
So you're saying that we're just out for the time being, that we don't have anything in our head.
Yeah. Well, this was your idea. You tell me.
I thought we were teaming on this one.
No, I support you, and I couldn't agree more.
Okay.
But anyways, we'll pitch that to the hairdressers.
Did you? Yeah. Did you ever get your wisdom teeth out?
Yes.
You're one of those.
I'm one of those that did it awake, which, yeah, it's actually crazy. I would never recommend that to anyone. I could literally hear them cracking the teeth out of my head and like pulling them out. And I'm looking this girl in the eyes.
Was that your choice?
They were already like grown out, like they had kind of made their way. So she's like, okay, we can just like pull it like pulling a tooth. So they didn't put me under, but I was fully awake. I was numb and everything, but I could still hear it, which that haunts me.
That is my worst nightmare. I hate the dentist.
Yeah.
I hate the dentist so much. Don't touch my teeth. But obviously it feels so good after. Like they feel so clean.
Yeah.
When I am a little kid, I don't like the dentist. I think like scratching my tooth, like what if you hit something?
Yeah. I remember going to the dentist one time after getting in this crazy fight with my boyfriend. And I sit down in the chair and I just felt so stressed that I start bawling my eyes out. And the dentist comes in and she goes, I know you don't like being at the dentist, right? She's like, a lot of people feel this way. I'm like, no, that's not it. Like, let's just go with that. Me. Yeah.
Did you go with that? What did you actually say?
Yeah, I'm just really scared right now.
I'm nervous. Yeah. That's totally fine. Do you have any other things that you would implement into the apartment if you were to make it yourself?
That's a great question. I feel like we didn't give this place a lot of credit when we moved in. And then we would be sitting down and hear like a bang and we're like, oh my God, what was that? I thought we were getting intruded for like 3 weeks straight. I'm like, there's someone living in the walls or something. Then we found out we had an ice machine that we didn't even know.
A week later?
Yeah, like 3 weeks, a month after living here.
2 months after living here, we found out that the fridge gives us water.
We have a water dispenser and we were filling up this Brita every 5 seconds. Like Sarah would fill this thing so full that it was like carrying a weight.
She couldn't lift it out of the thing. Like it almost took you out.
It almost took me out on multiple occasions.
That was so funny. You're like, why did you fill this up that high?
No, it was like overflowing. I was like slipping in it. I'm like, okay, why is this so full?
Isn't the goal for it to be full?
I mean, we want to be hydrated, but looking back now, we probably should have just spent more time looking at the fridge and realized there was a water dispenser the whole time.
You were on your big girl shit. You were painting your dresser outside and you blew the fuse.
No, like I go through periods where I'm so ambitious. I'm like, today I'm going to change the world. I'm going to paint my dresser. I'm going to work. I'm going to do a million things. And then sometimes it all just comes crashing down. And
she was out there. I felt so bad for you. She had her dresser outside. It's been painted for hours. She's like, it's still sticky. I'm like, I think you're supposed to wipe it down after. And then we wiped it down. Still sticky. I was like, take the hair blow dryer and take it to it and just start going. She plugs it in. And then my charger, doo-doo. I'm like,
and the lights all flick off. The music stops. Like the whole production in here cut out.
And we go into that big box. What's it called? Electrical box. We find it in my room.
After searching the entire apartment again.
We did not phone a friend. We took this on ourselves. Yeah. And we looked at it and we were like, this looks as if I switch the wrong one, all hell's about to break loose. The ceiling is about to cave in. It's the switch that's holding this place up.
Like this whole apartment is going to blow up if we click the wrong thing. And it was funny because we had been searching for it for so long that we like do a happy dance when we find it. We're like, oh my God, yes, it's in your room. And then we open it up and both of us just stare at it in silence for like 30 seconds.
I wish that it wasn't in my room. That thing traumatizes me every day. Yeah. I need to put a picture over it or something. Is that safe?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong girl.
Okay. We'll phone a friend.
Yeah, for that.
And I also put up my pictures in my room with a leveler.
Yeah.
And they're not level, so you tell me. You make that make sense.
Yeah. We don't understand. Like the leveler, we tried. We did our best. Mm-hmm. Somehow they're all still on a hard slant.
Yeah. I have so many notes in my thing of us to talk about, but they're on so many different paths. I'm looking like you said something earlier and I'm not going to lie.
Oh, no.
I looked down at my phone and I blacked out. And I have no idea what you said.
I
just
feel
kept going.
I'm in a similar situation because I just looked over at your phone and all I see is big fat on one line. That's it. No context, big fat.
I don't know why I wrote this one down because we were not talking about that.
Okay, that's for us and us only.
I don't even want to explain big fat. Like, it's not even an enjoyable situation.
No, we'll graze over that.
I need to talk about another thing, and then we'll get into some questions that other people talked about.
It's true for both of us right now. I feel like we have so much going on, and we're actually so busy. I've never been this busy in my life that if I'm like ghosting you or not answering your messages, it's not even on purpose.
That's
like,
not a lie.
We're not trying to play a game. It's just like I'm just trying to get through the day.
No, like, we have an event tonight, every night.
Yeah.
So it's like we need to get done A, B, C, D, E, 9 to 5 jobs, your job, and 9 to 5 jobs, your job. And
whatever
then
that is.
We have to get ready, take content, maybe a podcast, and go. Like, it's the life of our dream. We need to sit and just say thank you.
Yeah.
Because we should be appreciative of where we are right now.
I actually am so appreciative of where we are right now. And
Same.
I mean that, like, not just saying that. I every day I'm like, wow, this is so fun. Like,
I'm
life is so fun right now.
Like, I don't know about you, but I was not in the best place. I've said this before, but I wasn't in the best place, and I genuinely love our life. Like, I get people every single day. Even Joelle the other day was like, oh, like, I want to come visit you guys. And we have so much going on. I would want to be with us. I would want to be me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree. I think both of our lives have changed drastically. If you look back a year ago, like, we were in such different places, and everything that's happened, like, whether it be something a little traumatizing or something hard that we had to go through, like, it led us to this place. And I think it all happened for a reason. Like, we're both so happy and thriving right now, and
we couldn't have this life, and we couldn't be doing what we're doing right now genuinely if we had a boyfriend. Like, they would be holding us back on the certain things that we are doing right now.
Yeah.
They would. Like, I know that sucks to say, and like, but it would be a happy life if we were with someone, dating someone, but it would be a very different life. And I think when you are single, you have time to be selfish and work on you. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. I think appreciate the space that you're in and like the life that you're living in the moment, instead of focusing on like what's next and feeling like there's pressure to get a boyfriend or like settle down in a relationship. I was on FaceTime with one of my friends this week, and we were talking about, like, she said she was feeling lonely and she was kind of trying to like talk to someone or find a guy. And I was like, dating when you're lonely is like grocery shopping when you're hungover or hungry.
Oh my God.
You pick out
How did you think of that? Did you read that somewhere?
Maybe I read it and it was just like in the back of my mind.
Okay, say it again. I'm going to close my eyes.
Okay. Dating when you're lonely is like grocery shopping when you're hungover or hungry.
That's the best analogy I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
Well done.
You pick the wrong things. Like, you just need something.
You overindulge.
Yeah. And then you get home and you're like, why did I buy a cantaloupe? I don't even like that.
That's not even what I wanted.
That's not even what I wanted. After one good meal, you're like, wait, I didn't need any of this. I just spent $100 and 2 hours in the grocery store.
I wasted time, money, time. Time is so precious. Like, stop wasting. And we're very similar, but we're very different. But it's also like, we're similar in the sense of we support each other so much. Like, if you want to do something to help your brand, your business, yourself, whatever, I'm like, okay, I hear you. I see you. I understand that this means something to you. How can I help?
Yeah.
And you're the exact same way.
Yeah. Which is so valuable to have a friend like that. Like,
rare. I think we're lucky.
Yeah.
To be living together, to be so in a great place, in a similar spot of our lives, and all that. So I'm like, we might, like, how long is this gonna last? That's sad.
We can't think about the end. We can't think about
that.
No, we're living in the moment. We just said that's what we got to do.
I saw you erase some of the events
because they're over.
I know, but we can't reminisce on the past.
I mean, I think like the pink and green font was just a lot for me. So I'm like, let's just like get rid of it all.
But you left the guy's name that wrote it there.
Yeah, there's a male's signature. Like, I don't know who he thought he was signing that for, but he signed our fridge.
Let me tell you who he was signing it for. It was you. Like, point blank, period.
Well, he didn't need to do that.
Okay, before we end this, because we do have to go to brunch, let's answer some questions because I couldn't answer any of them. I could have, but listen, a girl can only do so much.
We got places to be.
I'm just a girl. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Yes.
How do I make a guy, and then in brackets, dry texts and replies after half a day / a day to reply faster or better?
Oh, it sounds a little bit like you're probably texting him too often or putting in a little too much effort. If he's not texting you back fast enough or wanting to text you, I would maybe talk to a new guy.
You're either giving too much, or he's pulling away, or that's just him. But I'm going to delete the third one if that's just him, because anyone gets excited when they're talking to someone that they're interested in and like. So it's like, you can't even give them an excuse. Why would you even give them that excuse?
Yeah.
So either, and in both cases, of A and B or 1 or 2, you should pull away a bit and see if they double text or see if they give a little bit more energy when they see that you're not giving as much. You need to scare them a little bit. And I know that's quotations toxic, but holy shit, like be toxic a bit.
Yeah. Don't give them too much. Like you have to play a bit of a game. So maybe switch it up, be a little bit inconsistent with how fast you respond or how often you text him, and I'm sure he'll come running back. But don't give him too much.
Disappear for a day. Be mysterious and make him wonder what you're doing and where you are. Make him think about you without you being right in front of him, because guys can get annoyed when it's too much.
Yeah.
Or like overstimulated and they're like, ugh. You know?
Yeah, and I think it devalues you a little bit if you give too much and you're texting someone too much, you're too available to them. I think you have to focus on yourself, maybe not respond as often or as quickly, and that'll make them want you more.
I agree. And I think the whole devalue thing is huge, like for you to even put into your head and like make you look at it from that point of view, because you are a certain value when you go into that situation, when you start talking to them, when they see you at a bar or they start talking to you or they see you online and they go, oh my gosh, this hot girl. And then they're like, is she going to respond to me? And then you respond to him. And then if you keep giving too much right away, that's bringing your value down. If you stand on business and you know who you are and you know what you want, and you're not going to let someone stress you out and make you go, oh, like he didn't text me today, he didn't whatever, that is devaluing you. So you need to be like, I don't care if he texts me back. If he does, great. But if he doesn't, then that's fine too.
Yeah, I agree. Focus on you. And if you give too much to any guy, he's going to think in his head, why is she so available to me? Why does she like me so much? It makes it look like you are less of a lesser value.
Yeah.
Keep your cards close to your chest, especially in the beginning.
100%. And like be mysterious, you know, we talk about red flags a lot, and someone asked about green flags. So let's talk about that, because I actually have a few.
Okay.
My green flag is if you can meet whatever, or meet online or whatever that may be, they ask you to go on a date. Like, when are you free this week? If the first conversation is to plan to see you in person and take you out, I think that's a green flag.
Definitely. We love action.
We love
a man
action.
that takes action and wants to pursue
and plan.
Yeah.
I think another green flag, sorry, just love those red flags. Another green flag is getting the Uber, paying for the dinner.
Yeah.
Like, 2025, do not offer to pay, girls. Just don't.
No.
It's just not worth it.
No. You should not.
Have to.
Now, if a guy wants to split the bill with you, it's just like
an ick.
The biggest ick. Or if he wants you to pay for things like on dates in the beginning, as great as a guy could be, that would just definitely give me the ick a little bit. I hate to say it.
Another green flag would be obviously consistency. Like, is he calling you if he didn't text you, blah, blah? Is he trying to keep planning on another time to see you every time he sees you? You know what I mean? Like, he's showing that effort. And just doing things for you. Like, guys a lot of the times don't say it, but they show things. Like, is he bringing something over? Is he bringing food? Is he bringing flowers? Is he,
showing up on time or early to a date? Like, those little things, actually, you pick up on it, and it means so much in the grand scheme of things.
Opening a door for you, walking on the right side of the sidewalk, giving you the lounge seat at a restaurant.
The last bite if you're sharing food.
Offers you another drink if he sees that yours is empty. Like, doing those things that, like, you might have to ask from somebody else, but for him, he's looking at you and reading everything. He's so present with you that he sees it. Like, you don't have to ask.
Which is funny, because I feel like those are just people's mannerisms. Like, some people grew up that way and have those mannerisms. Some people don't. They could be a great guy, but they just don't have that in them. Like,
but I think when you really like someone, you go out of your way and out of your mannerisms a bit more.
For sure.
But I do see what you're saying. Sometimes an asshole is just an asshole.
Yeah, I find guys, and this is a little bit of a stereotype, so take it with a grain of salt, but I find guys that grow up with only brothers, like boy households, they do not have those mannerisms at all. If they have at least one sister, that's all we need, one sister, their behavior and their mannerisms are so different and, like, more considerate.
Even like the guys that have no sisters and only have the mom, like, that doesn't compare. Like, the mom and being a mama's boy, no, no, that's not the same. It means so much different to me if you have a sister, someone that you see going through pain, emotions, getting toyed with other other boys, and getting broken up with, and seeing them go through their period, and seeing them have a friendship breakup, and like, understanding that side of female's emotions means so much different.
Yeah. And it just made me think, this guy that I went on a few dates with, we were talking, circling back to green flags, we were talking about siblings and family. And I said that I have an older sister and a younger brother. And he said he grew up with an older sister, and it, like, changed his perspective on women, because he grew up looking up to his sister and thinking she was cool and wanting her approval. So it changed his perspective and how he treated women, I think.
I love that, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to date anyone that doesn't have a sister.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Sorry. If you don't have a sister, move right along.
Yeah. Keep it moving.
Okay. We do have to go to brunch, but I love you guys. If you liked this girls chat kind of vibe, you're in luck. I did too.
We could do this every Sunday.
We could do this every Sunday. Well, it's Saturday, but it's fine.
There you go.
And on that note, over and out. I love you. I will see you next Thursday. Thank you, guys.